or after we stopped talking, I went and messed with your homeboy. Or it's safe for me to be with you.
Genira Design Studio.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl Lala, aka Chelle, aka Chelle, aka Michelle, my belle. And I wanted to say, first and foremost, I apologize for not uploading yesterday. If y'all knew all the stuff I was going through yesterday, y'all probably pat me on the back and be like, Chelle, it's fine. But it really bothered me that I went strong for 19 days. And then on the 20th day, I just couldn't do it. I have content. That's the gag. It's not that I didn't record. I was not in a great emotional space, nor did I want to re-record and make some sort of bitter or low energy video. With that being said, though this will be a truthful video, it is going to be realistic. I don't even want to call it negative, and I hate that when we hold people accountable or express any emotion other than happy, joy. It's you're being negative. In life, there are emotions. The end. Like, there are multiple emotions. So I'm going to just jump right into it. My baby's baby daddy contacted me. And I say maybe's baby, not because maybe is his. I mean, maybe I'm going to have a baby or not. That's what I mean. Because remember, y'all, it's dependent on what that next test say. So with that being said, and in some cases, the next 2 tests, because y'all already know what I said. I said, if I get the same results, then I'm carrying it out. If I get different results, it's going to be 2 out of 3. Because y'all know it's all about RP. And that's the greatest thing about SL. I can choose to RP it or choose not to. Back in character. Anyway, y'all, my baby daddy contacted me. And so this is a message to him. I'm pretty sure this is the only access he has to me because I did block him on the other platforms. That's me blocking him on the other platforms was for 2 reasons. One, I'm not gonna hold you. The very first one was to be petty because he blocked me. That's the one who had the private account that I wasn't following, meaning I can't see his page, and then also blocked me. Like, I don't understand why you had to double down on it. I promise you I'm not the type to try to create different profiles and see. If you don't want me to see, baby, I'm not going to see. Because the way my God is set up, anytime anybody is playing me, I can be completely oblivious, living in the land, having the time of my life, and God will slap the evidence right in my face, okay? To where it's undeniable. So I don't do all that super sleuth stuff. I don't. And it might be because God surrounds me with earth angels who do that. So I do have the blessing and the luxury of not having to investigate the people I'm with in that capacity. So with that being said, yes, he is blocked on all social media platforms. I blocked him back because if you're going out of your way to stop me from having access to you, why should you have such free access to me? If we could block people from watching your YouTube and I knew his stuff, I would block it. But when you block people on YouTube, they can still watch it. They just can't comment. So that's something I'm definitely not going to throw out my content and start creating content behind no man. That's not going to happen. So he's blocked because of that. And number 2, I know how spiteful and petty he can be. And I didn't want him to be funny and open his profile. And because of the algorithm, his stuff get pushed into my feed of him. Because I feel like he's the type to put up a picture looking like he madly in love with another chick, or trying to get the new chick to put the picture and tag him when he don't even like social media like that. But just so he could hurt me because of how he's carried himself. So that's why he's blocked. I didn't want him to be able to hurt me, nor did I want him to have access to me. Because at that time, my emotions were still very raw with him. Now back to him. Sir, we don't have anything else to talk about. And I mean anything. And I'm not saying this. Notice my tone is calm. I'm not like cussing. I'm not doing anything because I'm done. The way you handled me, how I say it, when someone shows me how they're capable of handling me because they're mad, I will never trust you with my emotions again. And I think that maybe your ego didn't allow you to process that when I said it in the last video, which is why you hit me up recently. No, sir. It would have been different if I had done something like disrespected your mama, disrespected your child, or cheated on you, or after we stopped talking, I went and messed with your homeboy or your brother. I did none of those things. So the way you handled me during our final conversation let me know that it is not safe for me to be with you. Like, I think in your mind, because of your past, and we've spoke about this, and I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. Because of your past, you think it's all about, everything is ego driven, and it's not. When I told you that I am healing, because healing never ends for anybody. Any person that tells you I'm completely healed outside of something medical is a fool. Nobody is completely healed, because you will get triggered every single day. You can get triggered not only from past instances, but from past reactions to that trauma. And that's what a lot of people don't get. And sometimes it's a subconscious trigger. It's not that somebody is directly doing it. Sometimes just the intent can trigger you. So anyone who tells you I'm completely healed is a fool or a liar. So with that being said, though I've already done years of work to include professional counseling, I am still healing. I'm healing every day. Not to mention I've endured so much. I'm just going to keep it a buck. People who know me, and this ain't role play, this is for real. People who know me have literally said, I'm surprised you're not like strung out on illegal substances. That's literally what people have said. These are people who have known me since I was a child, since I was little Tay. These are the things that they have said to me. So I have all my childhood trauma on top of relationship trauma. Ain't no way I'm finna heal decades of stuff in a few years. And I'm not going to pretend that that's what's happening. So I've told this man multiple times, sir, I told you we both need to heal. I don't need to heal. I'm fine. I mean, if you need to heal, I'm going to be here for you, but I'm already healed. No, you're not. I'm telling you from somebody who has dealt with you. And I don't mean this out of spite. I mean this out of, I've been where you are in my own journey. You are not healed. You are not. The fact that you have a hair trigger reaction to everything that you think is happening to you, you, sir, are not healed. You're not. And I don't care who you tell. Now, with that being said, after you showed me how you're capable of handling me just because you feel some type of way, I'm going to say it because I said it in the last video. But this time I'm going to make sure it's clear of any and all background noise. I no longer trust you with my emotions. And if I don't trust a person with my emotions, I can't even be your friend. You are not safe, emotional and mental health wise for me to interact with. And that's what you're not getting. You think everything is spiteful. Oh, she's saying it because she's mad. No. Setting boundaries and knowing my limits. See, healing is not just setting boundaries. Knowing my limits is a part of healing. And you, sir, I cannot. I am not capable of handling you in a space that is safe for me. And I'm adult enough to say I don't care how I feel about you, like as far as liking and stuff like that. You are not a safe person for me right now. You're just not. And I'm not sure you will ever be. You see, in our situationship, you claim, I shouldn't say you claim, you feel like you were triggered. Well, you can't be triggered because you said you're healed. You were bothered by the fact that I kept leaving. First and foremost, we hadn't even talked for a month. We hadn't even talked for a month. And I know y'all finna say, well, Chelle, if you ain't even talked for a month, how you almost pregnant by him or might be pregnant by him? Because I'm grown. Period. So, we hadn't even talked for a month. Okay? And you were already showing signs that reminded me of my domestic V situation. You had a hair trigger response to anything and everything that you thought I was doing. That's why I wanted to leave, because I could see where this is going. Because you did not want to communicate unless you were in good energy. And I'm not saying, oh, if you mad, you need to talk to your partner anyway. I'm saying when you're mad, there's no talking to you. There's no, you know what, let's calm down and revisit this. No, you automatically try to go for the jugular. And I know social media is like, haha, that's how you supposed to be. And you going to end up alone. And while a lot of people swear, I'm fine with being alone, I don't mind. A lot of y'all are not. You're really not. You just say that because you don't want to change your behavior. And that gives you the fake validation that you need to keep acting like a donkey throughout this world. But back to you, sir. So that's why I kept trying to leave. You made it like I was the worst person in the world because I kept trying to leave. And then when I would say, I'm leaving because your behavior is making me think of my domestic V situation, and I can't because it puts me in an anxious state. Your whole thing was, well, we should just talk everything out, as if someone can talk to you when you're angry. They absolutely can't. Your first line of defense when you feel some type of way, instead of asking for clarity, is to be condescending. So now I got to hold back the desire to try to humble you back, because who you talking to? I can tell that you, like many others, I don't understand why I always have this problem with educated men. It's been like 3 of y'all in a row. Educated men are used to being the smartest person in the room. So they talk to everyone else like they're stupid. And none of y'all are ever ready for me. Because while I get on here and I speak my African American vernacular English, aka my slang, and I act real goofy, I'm very intelligent. I'm very intelligent. Not only do I have the degrees to back my intelligence, I have the experience. I have more experience at my age than most people twice my age. And y'all are never ready for that. So when you say the backhanded compliments and the condescending comments, I catch it, unlike other people. And y'all aren't used to that. You're used to getting over because people don't understand what you're talking about. But I do. And so I'll catch it and I will check you. And y'all don't like that about me. None of you have. First, y'all laugh it off like, oh, you caught that? Yeah, I did. And the fact that you comfortable playing in people's face like that you supposed to like, makes you look like more of a joke than the person you're giving that backhanded compliment to. Yeah, y'all are used to that. And you being one of them. Your first line of defense, even when nobody's actually violating you, is to talk to people like they're stupid. And I called you out on it. But when you're angry, that's never what I'm doing. No, I'm not. Then when you calm down, okay, I apologize. That was one thing that you did. So now I got to hold myself back from that. And then you turn up on me. I would be asking you literally, and I explained this to you like 50 times. You would talk to me and I would ask you questions and I was like, oh, okay, well, what does that mean? Why you always got to ask? Because I'm trying to get to know you, fool. It's not like we've been together 6 months or a year. I don't know you. And in order to know how to treat you, I need to understand how your mind works. So I'm asking you a question because my interpretation of what you said might not be yours. Just like when you ask me questions. But that was our situation. It was always okay for you, but never for me. Anything and everything was always okay for you, but never for me. So I was asking you questions to try to get to know you, and I had to say like 50 times, I'm just trying to get to know you. Everybody goes by the golden rule. Treat people how you want to be treated. I was taught to go by the platinum rule. Treat people how they want to be treated. Because some of y'all self-esteem is low. And the way you treat yourself, don't treat me like that. The way you want to be treated, don't treat me like that. And the gag is a lot of y'all don't want to be treated that way. You just don't know your self-worth. And so that's your minimum. No, thank you. No, thank you. So to be able to treat you how you deserve to be treated, I had to get to know you. I was trying to figure out, how do I not trigger this man? How do I let him know that this is a safe space? How do I let him know that he can be vulnerable with me? And even in my worst moment, you're not going to catch me throwing out his secrets to be like, yo, this is da-da-da-da-da. And that's still like that triggered you somehow. You always thought I was trying to be argumentative. And it's like, bro, I'm not even mad. Like, I'm just asking a question. Are you okay? Mr. I don't need to heal. I'm healed already. So it's like I'm dealing with all of this with you. And so in my mind, from a healing perspective, I'm like, bro, this is a lot and we're just starting. Imagine what it'll be when he really feels like he has me. when he really feels like, oh, this my, she loved me, now I got her. If you're treating me this way during the honeymoon phase, I shouldn't say treating me because then that makes it sound like I'm a victim. If you're responding to me like this during the honeymoon phase, the phase where we're supposed to be madly in love, I can't imagine how you would treat me or how things would go once we were like in love and you got complacent. Or even I got complacent. Because what if you got worse or things got worse and then I allowed it because I was like, but I love him. I didn't want to be in that position. That's why I kept leaving. You want to know the tea? That's the tea. I kept leaving because I was like, if things are like this, when this is supposed to be the part where I'm having so much fun, I'm blind. And they're already like this. How bad is it going to get once things get serious and now I'm locked in? I don't know about you, but I take my relationship serious. That's why I don't do things like throw around the L word. I love you. I got to know it's real because when I love with everything in me. I love hard. So that's why I won't let none of y'all get me caught up until I'm sure that you will protect me. But a lot of y'all really show me that I need protection from you. That's what the last few dudes have taught me. Y'all are not the protectors. I need protection from you. And again, I'm no victim, but for some reason I got the energy that likes to attract a lot of dangerously unhealed souls. And no matter how much I try to love on them, it's not going to be returned and it's going to be toxic for me. And I don't want it. I'm not saying you got to come with your stuff together. I'm not even saying you got to come on my level as far as healing. Because again, I feel like I'm still learning and growing every day. I'm not even saying come where I'm at. I'm saying come willing. And you, sir, are not willing because your ego has told you you are fine and you are not. And this is coming from somebody who's humble enough to say I'm not even where I need or want to be. And I can see that you are far from it. So back to what I was talking about. So when you want to act like you've been victimized because I kept leaving, it's because you were triggering me in the most unhealthy way. Again, we were supposed to be in our honeymoon phase where can't nobody tell me that your poop stink. That's how in love we were supposed to be. But instead we were arguing literally about the stupidest of things. You felt like you could talk to me any old kind of way under the guise of, well, I'm upset, or, oh, I'm so smart, she's not going to pick up what I'm saying to her. And I would even, here's the gag, I would even regurgitate what you said to you to make sure, like, okay, am I just being triggered, or is this dude really trying to talk wild to me and thinking I don't catch it? And you would tell your intention every time. And I'm like, he don't even pick up. I'm getting him to tell on himself. And you were being nice, nasty. And then you do it under the guise of, well, if I just told you the truth, ha ha ha. You already telling me the truth. You just think I'm too stupid to pick it up, which I don't know how. I literally have a degree in education. But anyway, so that's why I kept trying to leave you. Because if we supposed to be in relationship honeymoon bliss and things are already chaotic, I can't imagine how deep I would let myself go with you once I fell in love with you. Like deep love. I would probably let you, like all of the stuff you was doing, I would have let you get away with it once I'm in love. Because I would make excuses for you. Because I know me. That's why I don't get serious with dudes or anybody, not even friends no more, quick. Because I know the way my heart is set up, I'm going to let you play in my face if I'm not careful. Because once I feel like you love me, when my brain says, oh, this person's trying to do this, I'm going to give them an excuse for anything other than that. Which is why I say I'm still healing. That's why I make sure I got people around me that's going to keep me in line so I don't become love dumb. And that's why I walked away from you. Because if I can't even have my bliss in the beginning, that means I'm finna go through hell in the end, in the middle. So if you want to know why I kept walking away, it's not because I was trying to hurt you. It's not because I was mad. It's not because I wanted attention. I was afraid of you emotionally. It's like I don't know, and I said this to you, I don't know what you've been through, but you so worried about ain't nobody gonna disrespect me that you start disrespecting me when I had no intention of doing it to you. You don't even give me, even if you felt like I was gonna be disrespectful, you don't even give me a chance. When the irony is I have no intention. I don't do that to the people I love, because just as much as I want them to be my space, my safe space, I want to be theirs. So no, I was never going to disrespect you, but you always had your hand on the trigger ready to disrespect me, and then would apologize afterwards. But your apologies started to feel like water. And I mean, not even quality water. When I noticed that they were in frequent occurrence, but the behavior was not changing behind it. That's number one. Number two, again, the way you handled me during our last conversation, you were so arrogant and disgusting. As I said in my last video, you was, oh, you sure you not gonna talk to me again? I bet you told yourself that the last time we spoke. Oh, okay. Because see, here I was telling myself, I'm going to give you another opportunity. I'm going to give us another opportunity, because maybe I was acting out of anxiety. Maybe I should try again with you. Maybe if we have this final conversation, we can really clear things up. But that's not what you wanted. To you, this was your opportunity to try to reduce me and make me feel like nothing. You went out of your way. And I was like, I'm not asking you to be nice. I ain't got to be nice to you. I ain't got to be nice to you. I ain't got to. I don't got to care. I don't even got to talk to you. Then why'd you call me? Oh, okay. You wanted me to feel like, you wanted to make it clear, or at least pretend. You wanted to make it clear that I don't matter to you. And you don't have to make me matter. You don't have to treat me with consideration. You don't have to give me grace. You don't have to treat me with kindness. And again, y'all, it wasn't we cussed each other out. It wasn't nasty. The way he reacted to me, you would have thought that the way things ended was this nasty, disrespectful, mean. It wasn't. And if anybody had a right to be disrespectful in the end, sweetie, it would have been me. This man would literally read me from top to bottom, most of it being projections. He would read me from top to bottom and then turn around. And when I say, okay, well, can I talk about the things that you did that triggered me to mostly want to leave? That was his biggest problem with me. Here are the things that you did. Oh, I'm always the one in the wrong. I'm always the one in the wrong. You always villainize me. Bro, you just told me like 10 things that you don't like about me, and half of them ain't even me. It's stuff that you put in on me. Are you serious? Oh, so I'm always the one in the wrong. You don't do nothing. You the victim. I'm like, was he just hearing this conversation? Because you literally just went over a list of and he would literally say, y'all, that's your problem. Fool, you ain't known me for 30 days. How you know what my problem is? Like, baby, stop. And I'm finna end this video before I really start spilling tea and acting up. But like I said, sir, I did not violate you in any major way. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't mess with nobody around you. Around you like your family and friends. I didn't cheat on you. I didn't use you for your money. Like nothing that people would want, nothing that would warrant somebody treating you the way you treat me. I didn't do any of those things to you. It just was you know what? I don't feel comfortable here emotionally. I think that we have different morals and values that don't align. That's how I ended it with him, y'all. It wasn't no drag out, cuss out. I wasn't, you ain't this. I was just like, I just don't think that our morals and values align. That was me. That was how I ended it. I ended that man almost professional, like a job. I ended it with him like that. But the way he treated me, you would have thought I keyed his car, slept with his brother, stole his money, ate his food. I didn't do any of those things. So the fact that you were willing to try to dog me out, because when I didn't do a third of the things that required, you know, like it just wasn't justified, y'all. It's almost like if you leave a fingerprint on the glass, he want to chop your hand off. That's how his repercussions go. And he expects you to be okay with that. No, that's dangerous, buddy, and I gotta go. That's how his reaction to your action would look, or what he perceived as your action. Because I would like to reiterate, a lot of the stuff that he had that trigger response to after we talked He be like, oh, I thought that you was doing this. So you chopping off my hand only to find out that it's your fingerprint on the glass. That's really what it would boil down to. He will be mistreating me because he projected his fears onto me and then told me that's what I was doing and then punished me for it. And he would do little petty stuff, triggering stuff. I need to be clear with y'all. Emotional ABUs is still ABUs. Put the letters together, you know what I'm trying to say, but this is YouTube. It's still the same. Y'all be thinking that because you don't put your hands on people that what you're doing is not dangerous and toxic. You're still toxic. In fact, mental warfare can sometimes be worse than physical. You're still toxic. So, sir, it's nothing we have to talk about. We had our last conversation. I was trying to talk to you and get an understanding and give you an understanding, but things started to escalate because you're not going to keep talking to me crazy and playing in my face. You wanted me to walk away from that conversation feeling like nothing. I can tell in the words that you said, and I can tell in your tone how you were doing me. You wanted me to feel like because I ended things amicably and clearly you didn't like it. Maybe you didn't want things to end, or you wanted to be the one to end it, whatever. You wanted me to feel like you wanted the feelings that I can tell you wanted me to walk away with from how you were talking to me. You wanted me to feel like I was living in your house and you pushed me out on the doorstep in the middle of winter and locked the door. That's how you wanted me to feel emotionally. You wanted me to feel like nothing. You wanted me to feel like you had thrown me away. When the truth was, the only reason I couldn't be with you, it wasn't because I didn't like you. It wasn't because I didn't have feelings for you. It's because you were dangerous for me to be with emotionally. Because I would keep pointing things out and you would apologize. The irony is it was the same things. And you would apologize and then do it again, because when you're mad, everything that you say goes out the window. All the love that you claim you have for me, all the discipline you claim that you have, all the healing you've claimed you've done, go out the window. And it didn't take much. So to my subscribers, I'm sorry that this video was so long. To that man, we have nothing to talk about, because I would have never handled you the way you handle me. I know for a fact when I walked away from that conversation, your ego told you, like, yeah, you got her, and you just knew I was going to come contact you again. When the truth was, the only reason I contacted you was because I was like, maybe I didn't give him enough grace in the situation. That's it. You thought it was out of desperation, or you so fly, I just can't stay away. It was literally empathy, and you killed it. I will never trust you with my emotions again. Not even at the lowest level. We have nothing to talk about. We don't. So I hope whoever and whatever was worth it, because you most certainly, if you haven't already realized it, you are losing out on a great person. I was ready to love you in ways that I know for a fact that you have never been loved before. I was ready to give you a level of understanding that makes you feel seen and heard in the best ways. I was about to love on you, sir, and now I want nothing to do with you. To my subscribers, I love y'all to life. I love y'all to life, and I apologize if I come off aggressive or anything in this video, but what I'm not doing, and I'm definitely not taking into 2024, is letting people play in my face off of the mindset of, well, maybe I was being too harsh when I walked away. Again, when I walked away, it wasn't a F you, you ain't this. It wasn't that. It was, I just don't think our morals and values align. That's what I said. Real calm. I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer telling myself maybe I was too rough on him when I walked away. Maybe I should have talked it out. There's no talking it out with you anyway. It's your way or no way. So I apologize. Again, to my subscribers, know your worth. Know your worth and charge them tax. Don't let nobody play in your face off of, well, maybe because if they were giving you the same grace you trying to give them, y'all wouldn't even be in that situation. Don't do it. And with that being said, y'all, happy Vlogmas Day 20. Again, I had a whole bunch of other content ready to get put together yesterday, and I just couldn't do it. I was going through a lot yesterday. Okay? I love y'all to life. If you're ever feeling like making that final decision because life is too hard, understand that there are professionals that are willing to help you if you don't feel like you have the personal support. One outlet is 988. You can text it. I think you can even call it. That's the I don't want to say the word. That's the termination hotline. If you weren't here tomorrow, I would miss you. I love y'all to life. Peace.